no difference what you're going through. You're gonna make it. God's gonna see you through. Hold your head up. Put a smile on your face. This is another test. It won't last always. So get ready. Get ready for your blessing. For your blessing. Get ready. Get ready for your miracle. For your miracle. Get ready. Get ready for your blessing. For your blessing. Get ready. Get ready for your miracle. For your miracle. I know you've been hurting down inside. Let me encourage you, it's gonna be alright. Troubles and trials come to make you strong. Keep on believing, you keep holding on. Get ready for your blessing. Get ready for your miracle. Get ready for your blessing.
Good morning, Sir Markadoo here with Sir Media Group, where we put your business in the street, but seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things should be added unto you. Yes, yes, and yes, indeed. I've been speaking to a lot of my business associates, and I'm finding out about patience more than I ever thought. I mean, it's really because as we grow into this industry and we grow into the markets and we begin to do some of the things that we probably, I would say, haven't done, and it's new to us. I mean, dealing with the youth, dealing with recruiting, all these different things. I'm going to open up the lines early. I'm going to open up the lines early because there's somebody out here that deals with this issue, and I think this is going to be more of an interactive broadcast. But if not, I have to take it to the bridge, right? But how to be patient with your distributors and your recruits is very critical, because most people that you're recruiting, they don't know what you're doing. They don't know what's going on. I mean, all they know is that you're bringing them into this market, into this industry, and you want them to sell something that they never sold before. And they don't know the impact that it's going to have on your life and as well as their life. So it's so critical. It's so critical, the patience that you have. You know, I'm just going to throw it out there. My wife says she can't believe the patience that I have with people. Now, sometimes it depends on the situation. If we communicate, I don't believe, I might have probably lost about 2 people in my lifetime in this business anyway. Because it got me just, it did. I mean, I'm human. It got me so frustrated. I'm like, look, you don't want this business bad enough that you're going to talk that negative. And it just ran them off. And I think I can really remember, I can really see one of the people that I really ran off. And I did it on purpose, I believe. But for the most part, we was on a 4-way call the other night, and we were talking to one of my associates, Johnny Johnson, and Johnny kept saying, the theme of what he was saying, just listen to him. Just listen to him. Be patient, be patient and listen to Sir. Just listen to Sir. He'll guide you the right way. Now, he said, man, when I first started with him, I mean, I was just not knowing, just negative kind of, and he just stayed with me. And you know, I'm like that for the most part. I mean, Mark can tell you, we had an associate down in Texas. I just whispered to Mark. He's like, oh, and I mean, it was crazy beyond measure. But I hung in there, and then, I mean, we had some drag out, kick out, verbal wars, you know, and then finally I said, here's one of my associates. Go to this associate. Go to Johnny, deal with Johnny, because he was in his territory. So I said, go ahead. Why don't you deal with it? And then one day Johnny said, man, you can have him back. And you're gonna meet with people. It just happens now and then where, but you're gonna be tested. That's the main thing. You're gonna be tested. I don't care what industry you're really in. You're gonna get, you can get frustrated. It doesn't matter. If you have sales reps, they're gonna frustrate you. But the deal is with this deal is that we're in the fragrance industry. It's a different deal, because once we get this product into the market, it's a wrap. You are going to prosper. I'm sorry. They don't see us coming in this industry. They don't. Hopefully, one of the most important meetings of my life in this industry is going to happen today over the phone. But hopefully, it's going to happen. And when it does, I'm finally going to get a chance to unleash my abilities onto the youth market. And once I get one church, I'll get two. And once I get two, it's called bye-bye. Because the industry is, our nation is so needy when it comes to our children. That's why me and Q putting on that event, he's Project Keep On the Street. Because, oh Lord, I don't even know the wrong thing. But it's Project Grassroots. That's right. Project Grassroots. And on April the 19th, from 2 to 5, is that patience again, because mostly for the youth, right? And then, and then our business associates, they're putting that together for them, associate appreciation instead of customer appreciation. It's definitely associate appreciation. But the whole essence of bringing down the tone, I know, you don't know, I know some of my associates out there, they want to smack their business. They want to cause bodily harm to some of their sales reps, right? But the ability to nurture your business associates and your sales reps, that's why I came up with, the word. I said, see, people spend money with me. And the most common thing to call somebody is a customer, right? But when they're spending money with me and they spend it over and over and over again in terms of buying bulk, they're called business associates. They're independent. Reps are independent sales reps, and they have a right to do whatever they want. There's an old saying that most people reserve the right to be stupid. People have that right. They don't have to be. They don't have to do it your way. They don't have to do it my way. I had one of my business. So you talking about patience? I and one of my business associates come over here yesterday. I haven't seen him in years. But I told him, I said, this is the way to win. Excuse me. Call you on the air.
Hey, good morning, sir.
There he is. What's going on, Big Q?
Oh, man, that much, man. Peace and love, man. Just had to shout you out, man, this morning.
Thank you, sir. How you like the topic?
Oh, I love the topic, man. You're doing what you're doing, man. You know, you're trying to feed America, man.
Yes, sir. I mean, patience, man. You know, say patience is a virtue, right?
Right.
And I mean, I think patience is a miracle. If they have patience, look, we don't put enough energy into our youth market, right?
Right.
But no, we haven't done it. It seems like we have, but we are so behind the eight ball. But I can feel us creeping up. But we gotta have patience with ourselves first before we have patience with somebody else.
Yeah, man. You know, patience is something we got to obtain, man. Either we gonna learn it or we gonna be forced to get it.
And I still said, you know, there are people that they reserve that right not to get it. You know, they really do. They reserve that right not to get it. But patience is so critical. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, patience is just so critical. I mean, I'm telling you, if you don't love yourself, you can't love no one else. If you don't have patience with yourself, that's where the first step is.
Yeah, and if you don't learn patience, man, the patience come along with the marketing skills. So if anybody that's going to come to, you know, yourself, man, and try to start their own business and marketing, that's the first thing they're going to learn because it's not going to happen overnight. So patience is the virtue.
It's the first step, man. And I hope that people, when they hear this broadcast, they need to really take heed. And look up the word patience, Mark, please, for me. Mark, go look up the word patience. What does it really mean in terms of Webster, you know? And then we're going to break that thing down, and we're going to do it. We're going to turn it all the way around. Look at our children, Q. I mean, our biological children, right?
Right.
Look at the patience that we need to deal with that. To be a good father. Here we go. What does it say? Here we go. Mark's going to read. Oh, here we go. The capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry or upset. That takes a miracle. You know, we're human beings. We're going to get a lot of things we can't tolerate as an adult, you know. But as you begin to get wiser, because that's the key word right there, as you begin to get wiser. And I love you, Q. I love the way you said that. You know, if you're in business, you're taking people, you know, taking people's money, and they're expecting you to give them great service, right? Now, when you get into the wholesale game, you got to have a triple, quadruple dose of patience.
Yeah, I can see where that would really fit in too, because I've seen you in person, man, and handle those calls, man. I salute you because, you know, sometimes people don't know what they want, you know, and then by you know, being who you are in a situation that you bring to the table, I mean, they always leave a happy camper, man.
Yep. You said it because, and you know, and even dealing with my wife, she still looks at me like, phew, I don't know how you do that stuff, boy. You know, I said, I just like one of my other brothers I talked to last night, I said, you better get it right. You better get it right. You'll never make no money. Never. You'll be suffering. You might make some money, but you'll suffer through it, I'll tell you.
Right, but patience is what it is, man. I just want to shout you guys out, man. And
Thank you.
Beautiful topic this morning, man. I know they're going to get it. You know, April 19th, 2 to 5, 2571 Park Central Boulevard, man. Bring the kids out, tell a friend or tell a friend.
That's it. This is the first step, man, I believe, to what we're getting ready to really do. We're going to set the pace. We have the cameras rolling, and we're going to set the pace for the rest of the nation. I mean, we know brothers and sisters are doing stuff out there, but I really want to show the world that when these groups come together, and we just need more of it. We once we join hands, that's it. There's no turning back. Period.
And that's where the power lies, man. The power always has lied in the numbers, man. The numbers.
Yeah. And those babies, man. I mean, they need us so desperately to turn this thing around.
Yeah, I always say to the people as well, man, it's okay to be a follower, but sometimes we got to stop waiting on the leader, man. Because in each one of us, we contain leadership qualities. So unite.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Q Dog.
Hey, man, peace and love.
Yes, sir. Root. Talk to you soon. All right. Awesome. The lines are still open, 404-286-6700. That's 404-286-6700. And I was talking to one of my associates, Miss Pat, and it was yesterday. It was so wild. I asked her, I said, "Are you still excited?" And she said, "Yes, I'm still excited." And she couldn't believe that I dealt with one of my brothers, a foreign brother, and sold him all in price. She said, "You came out with 2 carts." She said, "I'll never get that out of my brain." It was so impressive. And to me, it was like another day, right? I've been doing it so long, but I can feel that, right? And we were talking about her, I started really talking about patience. I didn't even, the word never came up. But I said, remember the time when, because she's talking about money now. And I said, remember the time when I first introduced this product to you? And I said, look, this is the kind of money, you can really make some money doing this, right? She said, yeah, I remember that. And I said, so look how the time it took me to really get you up to this point, right? She said, wow. And I guess she might have mentioned the word, said, yeah, you was real patient. I said, but remember when I sold it to you, the way I was selling it to you, I was blessing you with this, blessing you with that. And then as time went on, I started taking it back. She said, yeah. She said, yeah, that was weird. And I said, well, if I had told right from the beginning, said, here, it's going to cost you this, it's going to cost you that, it's going to be like this, it's going to be like that. I said, would you have really done business with me? She said, probably not, But now that you see that everything has basically a cost to it. But the deal was, I had to be patient. I was really patient with her, And a lot of my associates, they'll tell you. I mean, even my man Julian. Back to Julian, he'll tell you. I mean, to be patient, to sit on that phone with him for hours, not 15 minutes. I mean, hours, and it was, not just straight through, but one time it was like straight through. It was like a couple of hours. We stayed on there, and I really think he couldn't believe that I spent that kind of time with him. And that's what Q was saying. People really don't know 100%. Patrick didn't really know. Like my man Keith, the same thing. He didn't. This wasn't really his world. So to be very patient with these guys and some of the ladies that I know. I have a sister up in North Carolina, Victoria. Is the same thing. I mean, I can name drop like crazy, right? Because All of it comes down to how much do I want them to really know about the game so they can be able to take over the game. You know, I talk to people even about sports. You know, you're down so many points and the game ain't over. As long as you don't hear that last horn, you got to play to the end. But you got to prepare your players for battle and prepare them for war, you know? And you can't be wishy-washy when you're helping people make money. You really can't. You look at a child and you're saying, I gotta be you can't just say, okay, teach a child something one time and that's it. We're gentle beings, right? Human beings, right? We're beings. And, you know, and I'm not saying it's not okay to get frustrated, you know? But the people that you cater to, they deserve the very best that you can give them so they can see that you are sincere. Even if they go away, you know, when they come back, sincere. When my man came back here, I ain't seen him in years. When I seen him come back, and I was like happy. It's like this sheep that went into the wilderness, and you say, I know they got devoured, and they come back. You know, you'd be like, hey, I was very excited to see him. I was very patient. I showed him a couple of different ways, because he didn't know. I told him when he came in, I said, after a while, I said, you didn't know you were going to get all this information today, did you? He said, not even close. And then he started to buy. He said, man, guess what? I'm going to spend money right now. I'm getting ready to do it, because he didn't come with that real eagerness to want to purchase. But the more I nurture him, said, this is the way it's going to be. It's slow over there, then you're going to speed it up. I said, what you need to do is get these guys, put them to work. You got people that come into your barbershop every day. I had 2 barbers come in here yesterday. I haven't seen them. When they're here, they come, and now they're ready. And I told one of the other, told them both, but the other, you got to put these people to work. I said, these summer jobs are not here anymore. We all know that. You have to set the pace for other people. I told Keith last night, I said, look, I said, at every turn, and my wife will tell you, my son will tell you, they're both that I'm recruiting at all times. Oh no, you come around me, baby, you're going to see it's going to be very patient, very humble, because I'm saying, come in. You need to make you some money. You need to make you some extra cash, right? Keep in mind that the people that you are training, they don't know what you expect from somebody. And this is a great broadcast. What you expect from somebody comes into your world, they don't know, they're trying, they understand it. And there's some people that do some self-inflicted things to themselves, right? But you still got to be there patient. You can't go off. You can't, especially when they're not really going off, just the one that's going off. You're really trying to pound that negativity down you know, with voice and with attitude. That's a different deal. You feel me? But to be able to sit with somebody and walk them through something and show that love, even when it looks like they're gonna go away, you said, you know, I'm be here. I'm here for you. Anything that you need, you call me. And I'll get you the answer. If I can't give you the answer, I'll get you the answer. Not a problem. I got you. And that gives a person that warm feeling, fuzzy feeling. Because when you're getting into, like when you really start to get your brain right, and you start target marketing, you're really right there, your target marketing, and you know what market you're going after, right? What demographic? And you say, okay, I'm going after all the beauty salons and barbershops. You gotta be patient there because they come and go. Those, if you ever dealt with barbershop owners and beauty salon owners, you know they will, my God, they will put you on a, but that's the point. But it will get you to the point where it tests your patience, and then it teaches you patience. I'm telling you, once you get on a recruiting spree, what happens is your product gets out there faster. The people that were slow about getting in and doing what they're supposed to be doing, they begin to see your product out there and they see what you're doing. And they come back. They get tired of hearing about you. I'm telling you, it's happened. It happened to me, and it continues to happen to me. They say, I heard about you. It happened to me last night. Went to the store before I went home. The guy said, hey, you're Chronic Killer. You're Chronic Killer, man? I said, yes, I am. He said, man, somebody, I was getting some product. Somebody said, no, you got to get this Chronic Killer. Because the product is stronger than the industry. The industry out there, the standards of how air freshener burning oil is bought and so is garbage. We have that power. Excuse me. Call you on the air.
Good morning.
What's up, big brother?
How you doing?
Cause you know how I'm doing. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed.
Too blessed to be stressed.
Yes, sir.
Too anointed to be disappointed.
Hey, you talking about some good stuff right now. You know that?
Yes, sir.
That the patience is very, very good to
It's critical.
talk about right now.
It's critical that we got to this point.
Yes. You think you're supposed to make money like that.
Mm-hmm.
See, and when you say recruiting is very important, also number two is very important is your inventory.
Mm.
Because when you put that work in, it pays off. But you just don't see it right away.
Mm.
What you have to do is have the patience because all the people you recruiting, you putting it out there. They might get 1 or 2 bottles, but once you get them in bottles and you get them recruited and they get they display, one thing for sure, they coming back.
Mm.
They coming back. And you have to be ready for the throws. Because you might forget that you recruited 10 people at one time. And guess what? When those 5 to 10 people come back to you at the same time, watch out. You better have inventory.
Mm-hmm. And one recruit gonna lead to another. Cause somebody's gonna ask who did that, and your name is gonna get out there. And then people gonna come in, they're gonna recruit themselves.
Yes, sir.
That's powerful right there. I know you never heard me talk about that. Can you imagine somebody they self-recruited?
Yeah, how can I do that?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. They wanna get down with the get down.
That's it. They heard so much about Patrick Julian, they gotta do it.
Yes. Well, they like, oh, man, you got that smell good, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, sir. You need some? He's like, yeah, I want to know about how to get some. How I can do my own thing. I'm like, I'll show you right now. You got time?
Wow.
Let's talk about it.
Wow. How's that's been happening to you, Julie? I mean, things are starting to happen and another twist for you?
It happens in spurts. That's the patience part about it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm doing more than I ever been doing, but it happens in spurts. Every person don't come like get rid of it like this.
Yeah.
They do it differently. Some people are lazy, but they want to do it.
Yes.
So they have a display, but they don't push it. Or they don't present it to people. If people don't know you got it, they're not going to buy it.
Hey, remember when it first happened with the missus? Remember that?
Yeah, she constantly, I was constantly refilling her stuff.
Remember when she first started, though? Remember when she first started? Now, we're talking about paces now. Remember that?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about that. Tell me what happened.
You know, she was like, you got some of that air freshener stuff again? Yeah, I got some of that air freshener stuff again. You know, she had the attitude of, you spending money on some more stuff, you know. And so, after I started buying it in the town, I started bottling it up myself, and I started presenting it to her and her friends up at the salon. Well, they started asking her for some bottles. Do you got some of that air freshener? And she'll come home. That lady you sold that air freshener to asked for some of that air freshener again. I said, well, I'm gonna send you some bottles, and you can have it for her when she comes. Okay. So she came back and got her stuff, you know. So she see that there was a return, resistantly coming back to her. And so once she saw that, I said, well, me and you can start getting on our marketing program. And I told her, I said, well, I'm gonna get you your own display. And she was like, okay. She was ready for it, you know. She was like, okay. She didn't have a problem with it. Now I go in the salon on Saturday morning. When I drop her off, she walked right over to that burner and cut it on. And she got the burner going. She cut on her oven for her hair, and then she go and put her coat up and all that stuff.
So you sit there and watch her do it.
She didn't put it in her schedule of things. You know what I mean?
Yes, she trained. She got a bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. So it's amazing to see the turnaround. Then she say, well, you got to put in an order this week. You know, she's partnering with me by supporting me. You know, before she would be like, you got some more of that stuff, you know. But now she's at a point where she knows it must be time for you to buy some more stuff because you had this order, you had that order, you had this order. I know you got to be running out. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, and
so
that is.
She's expecting the investment. You know?
That's powerful, man. That's some powerful stuff. And see, and once you can see it like that firsthand, happening in your family, you got to know there's other people out there ready to go.
Yeah, it is.
It's phenomenal. How's your son doing?
He's doing good. His season is over now. His basketball season is over. He got about a month before he started his AAU league, what they call an AAU league, and he's going to be working with me now for a month or so. And
you think he's excited about that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think he is. Because I told him I need him to be able to bottle my stuff up and label the area. Now we're not labeling the bottles anymore because I have other people who need the product. And if I label the bottles with my name on it, and somebody call me and say I need 100 bottles, I cannot take my label off and put their label on. I have to have empty bottles. I have to have filled bottles ready to be labeled.
Yeah, but unlabeled. You gotta have unlabeled bottles ready to go. You're at
I have
that.
the bottles ready to go, ready to be labeled.
You're at that point now where you putting pouring up unlabeled bottles.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's truly amazing, man.
Because there's no telling who's gonna want their name, their label.
Listen, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. As you can see, we extended the broadcast today. Check this out. Let me tell you something. That private labeling game is where it's at. If you just focused in on that piece right there, I know you'll be off your job by this time next year. I already know. I know what God told me about how this industry is hitting. It's the private labeling game. Listen, you're gonna get your product out there anyway. You're gonna make sure yours is getting out there.
Because exactly, you said exactly right. If they got their name on it, they're gonna be apt to push it more than they would if it had your name.
You ain't never lied. That is one of the greatest things that this industry has endured. Listen, I
got my own stuff.
I got my own stuff.
I got my own company.
They gonna push it. Now I'm glad you said that. We're gonna talk a little bit about that too. This is the deal. Even if somebody's moving your brand, on the side, you put their name and their phone number on it. Now your product gets out there anyway.
Yeah.
And they can still, as the sales rep, they're getting the phone calls. Because once they educate the consumer, look, they said, here, this is my product here. Here's my name on the side, my phone number. You call me when you need something. They don't know. The customer don't know that's not their company.
Yeah, just like when you look at the companies they got called mybiz.com or something, or
yes,
the airplane business.
Yeah, YTB.
Huh?
YTB.
Yeah, YTB. Yeah, then they got a slash your name. You
right.
Know what I'm saying?
That's all I'm saying.
Slash Markadoo.com. You know what I'm saying?
When we get to that point where the private labeling game has dominated your life, that money, baby, is going to come so fast, it's going to make your head spin.
Yeah.
You ain't going to believe it, man, when it starts happening. And then you're going to really look at this industry on a whole nother level.
I see it that way. I'm telling you, I'm looking through that window right there because I get to a point where I'm not ordering enough. You know what I'm saying? So I know that I'm looking through that window that you're speaking about.
Mm-hmm.
I say I have to start ordering drums, man. I gotta start having drums of one smell.
Absolutely.
You know
Absolutely.
That's where I'm headed to.
You're right there.
I can have my stock there because when a person calls me and say, "Hey man, you remember that business you was telling me about? I want to get that."
Wow.
Which one are you talking about? Because I talk about them all. You can start out as little as $36.
Wow.
Or so now they telling me I want the $100. I want the $100 with my own name on it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, let me get you your own label then. Get your information, and I can get you right.
Now watch this. You said now see how when they come in at that low rate, they coming in for like let's say get it up to about 50 bottles. See, you say when you get it up to 50 bottles, I'll put your name on it and your phone number.
Yeah, yeah.
Now watch that. Now I'm gonna say that one more time. They bought a dozen with your brand, right?
Yeah.
You look at the business associate, and you say to them at the same time, you said when you get 50, once you get it up to 50 of these, I'll put your name and phone number on the side.
Yeah.
So that now
I've been pushing the 100. I've been pushing the 100 private labeling but that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, because you're talking about your brand now. See, because you still need distributors for your brand. So
Yeah.
So once they get it up to 50 pieces, now you put their information on the side of your bottle, and how much you sell 100 for? $2.50 a piece?
No, because I created a coupon for $2.25.
Okay.
Remember the coupon? I did a coupon. If you buy 100 bottles, I give you 4 displays, 2 burners, and a label for $225.
So when they
with the coupon, you get it for $200.
So when they come back, you give them, and they come back and they get 100 of them. How much you sell the bottle for?
The $200.
200, right? So,
Right.
but this is the beautiful part about what I'm saying about your private label and putting their name on it. You want to bless the people that are moving your brand by saying, listen, all you got to do is get 50 of them, and I'll sell them to you, 50 and up, I'll give them to you for $2 a piece. At least they're going to move your brand for at least a couple of months before they say, okay, I want my own brand now.
Right.
But they put your brand in the market with nobody's business.
Yeah.
Telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you all, learn that system. Listen, we do it all the time. We send a Chronic Killer all from coast to coast, border to border, Chronic Killer, and we put people's name and phone number. And they love selling Chronic Killer.
Yeah.
They don't even, we got people that don't even care about putting their name on it.
Yep.
We have people, now they up to 100, 200, 300 pieces. Now they got their name on. I said, look, you get 100 pieces, I'll put your name on the side. They jumping all over that.
There's another company here that has a smell air freshener in the circulation that they cannot put their name on.
You feel me?
And they are happy to eliminate that from their inventory and be able to put their name, their label in their inventory. You know,
that's sweet.
Even though, because competition is marketing. Marketing changes competition. Say that. Marketing changes competition.
It does.
You cannot compete with a great marketer.
Nope.
You cannot.
You cannot.
And so, when I put your name, your label, and I make your label look good like it looks, you're going to push it. You're not going to push that other label that you used to push.
Nope.
But guess what? The air freshener, burning oil air freshener is double its amenity. It's double.
Yeah.
Because you can burn it.
It's a dual purpose. It has a dual purpose.
Dual purpose. Yes. And the competition cannot mess with that.
They can't keep up with it.
They can't keep up with that.
And when it starts to hit that market really, really hard, we're going to show you. I'm still dealing with patience now because you have the patience to walk them through it so they can understand it. You get paid, my friend, in full. In full. I'm going to tell you something. You're probably one of the better trainees I have that really understands the true nature of being patient enough to get that private labeling into the system. You are going to be the poster child for me when it's time. You'll see. When you come on the air this time next year, you say, I quit my job. I'm making double what I make on my job.
Right, yeah.
I got my own insurance. I'm doing my own thing. And he said, I said, so what do you, what did you owe all this to? Yeah, I don't want you to say me, just say that private labeling game is off the chain.
Shiggity. So shiggity.
Yes, sir. So I want to just say thank you, brother, so much for being a great listener, for being patient enough to listen to me, to get it under your belt.
And I thank you, man. You know, and it comes from a little bit of my upbringing, man. And I used to sit in the class. I used to sit in the back of the class and crack jokes and make people laugh and stuff because I had a self-esteem problem. My glasses was thick. I didn't have clothes to wear, you know, and I didn't want them panning on me. So I'd sit in the back of the class and make people laugh so they wouldn't laugh at me.
Wow.
And as time went on, I had to realize that I was failing, and I had to come up to the front of the class. And that's why I'm so eager to be in the educational realm of learning. You know, I sit at the front of the class now. I sit right in front of my computer and listen to all your programs because I want to know.
Wow.
And like I teach my son, I say, dude, you're a basketball player. You should know the science of basketball.
Better believe it.
You should know everything about basketball. Why do they have different rubber on basketball? What is the difference in the air in the ball? But it's all of this stuff about basketball. Take your time to learn. Read everything that you can read about it. If you ain't going to read a book about Huckleberry Finn, read a book about basketball.
Yeah.
Because that's what you love. That's what you do.
That is crazy, man. I mean, that's the essence of what we're talking about. Being patient enough to do that, to read a book or to follow your passion, you know, and then learn the science of it. I mean, I'm always learning about the fragrance industry. Always.
Yeah. If you want to be the best, you have to act like you want to be the best.
And I do too.
It don't just come to you like a bird bringing it to you.
I do. I love it.
All that information.
I love it, and I want more of it. You hear me?
Yeah.
I love to teach it. This is where the science comes in. Is doing these broadcasts. This is teaching me more about the industry. I'm teaching other people. And then see, you'll come back and you feed it back to me. What are you learning out there? You know?
Yeah.
What are you really learning? And Cliff and all you dudes, man, I'll tell you, Keith, you always, you on a different, I swear to God, you're on a different dimension than most of the cats. Because you're getting most of the information over the internet, right? So, but you're applying it and you're killing them with it. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? You're killing the game.
Yeah. Man, I told you, man, I found a product that I love and I appreciate. It's like Mary Kay. I don't know if it's a bad thing to keep naming that.
Nah, that's cool.
With Mary Kay, when I found Mary Kay, my aunt, she wanted to use me as a distributor under her, so her upline would be big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she didn't know the game in me. The game in me was saying, hey, I can buy products for 55% and sell it at 100%. Dang, that's 45% profit.
Yeah.
I started going out talking to these girls. Ooh, I got something for you. You know, tell them your face is pretty, but I got a foundation that'll bring it out. You know what I mean? And I was selling. I started winning little gold beads she was putting out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She had incentives, you know. But I wasn't really caught up on those incentives as I was the profit.
Yes, sir.
Because Mary Kay was like a woman's distribution company.
Right.
And I wasn't trying to get caught up in the woman thing of it, but I saw the money and the potential.
Yes.
They sent me to Dallas, Texas, to their headquarters, and Mary Kay. I took pictures with her, and I was a #1 seller in my area.
Wow.
And them women was all flocking. They was loving me because they couldn't believe a man is selling Mary Kay. I was one of the only 3 men at that conference that year.
Yes.
Now you got about 5,000 men in Mary Kay.
Yeah. Cause I did Mary Kay, and I was quarter sales.
Man, I learned that when I saw Chronic Killer. I knew that was the porthole for me to get out.
How did you hear? Well, I got to ask this because I still you might have told me 5 times. I still didn't remember. How did you originally get to know me?
Because I was looking on YouTube, and one of your videos came up on like an advertisement of what I was looking at on YouTube, and I clicked on it, and you started talking about Chronic Killer, the #1 odor eliminator, and you was doing your thing, and I was like, so I started watching your videos, watching the Chronic Killer videos, and then I seen the profit. I saw the profits in the how much money you say you can get a 50. What is it? It was 100 bottles for $150. I was like, oh, that's $50 profit right there, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and everybody smoke Chronic.
Yes,
I can
sir.
do this. You know what I'm saying? And I started. I called and ordered, and I talked to you, and you like, call me at the 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. I called you, and we had a conversation. You said, give me a call, man. Just stay in touch. I'll teach you this stuff, man. I'll teach you this stuff. And I started calling you. Then I wouldn't call because I be thinking you were so big that you wasn't gonna talk to me. You know,
you ain't have the time.
You look at a person, you look at their status, and you judge their status according to what you think you are at. Instead of putting out there what you have to offer and letting them put up to you what they're going to offer you.
Mm-hmm.
See, we have to stop putting people on status and start putting people on skill set.
Right, and their word too, because if the president of the United States told me to call me tonight, well, he's the one that offered it. I was, you're right. Just because he's the president doesn't mean, and he said, well, call me anytime. He told me, president, you told me to call you anytime, and I'm going to take you up on that.
Yeah. And when you told me to call you, I was like, he told me to call him. He told me to call him. The status was there. I'm like, that was Sir Markadoo. I was Sir Markadoo. And then, so when I called you, and you told me I got to start buying pounds, man, I was like, pounds? So I didn't get into pounds for a couple months, maybe. Mm-hmm. I was selling them hundreds. I bought probably 2, maybe 300 bottles of Chronic Killer. But on my 3rd 100 bottle, I started my own label. I got Exquisite started. That was when I started Exquisite.
All right.
And that's when I started buying the empty bottles and the pounds and I was buying them in the 144 pack bottles first. Now I'm buying 2 cases at a time.
There you go. But see, that's if I didn't want that, I would never have that available, right?
Right.
That's how that works. Let me ask you something real quick. Have you tried any of the newer flavors like Fruit Loops and I
got Fruit Loops. I got Game.
How about coconut cream pie?
I tried coconut cream pie, but I couldn't push it yet. But I'm gonna end up having it in my inventory because you don't know who's gonna like what. You just gotta have it available.
Cheerios. You got Sweet Pea?
Different preferences in my inventory.
Red grape.
You got red grape yet?
Blueberry.
Nope.
Blueberry?
Nope. I just saw those this week. I saw those on the email blast.
See, that's going to open up your territory. If you're not ready to go wide yet, don't go wide. But if you're ready to go wide, You know, those new flavors are definitely going to get you in there.
Yeah.
Do you have
raspberry?
And, do you have Lick Me All Over in your repertoire?
Who?
Lick Me All Over.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
Okay, so you cooking with grease though.
I got Lick Me All Over. I got what's it called? Eat 'em Raw. Eat 'em Raw is a big one.
Yeah.
I got a different name. It's Purple Haze.
Right, that's what we got. Purple Haze.
Yeah.
And then we didn't change the name.
That one is wide. Jamaican fruit is wide. Man.
Yeah.
Vanilla pineapple. The cantaloupe. Whoa. The baby powder.
Vanilla pineapple, of course.
Yeah. And see, some people I can't sell chronic killer to, so I use the vanilla pineapple. I got 2 different labels, you know.
Yes.
So I could sell it to them as a chronic killer or sell it to them as vanilla pineapple.
You got your name on the side of that chronic killer?
Yeah.
There you go.
Chronic killer is the name of the fragrance.
Yeah, I see.
On my label.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't even think about that. That's nice right there.
You know, I got a label that I created for somebody that got a rap group.
Yes.
And if you remember, a couple years ago, it was a group out called the Dayton Family from Flint.
I think I heard of them, yeah.
Well, they got a label now. They're getting ready to buy a lot and for their new album release. And guess what they call their air fresheners? The Dayton Family presents Burning Oil and Loud Killer.
Loud Killer?
Yeah, because now they're calling the chronic loud.
So they call weed. The weed is called loud. So the weed they call it loud now. That's another word, huh?
Yeah.
Jesus, they're adding another name to.
And if you look at the group that is pushing it, they known for talking about drugs. You know, they smoking. You know, loud and all of the above. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they can push it.
Well, they getting ready to push it, man. I'm gonna tell you, that's one of the great little, well-known secret is getting into the entertainment industry. I'm getting ready to bust that industry wide open, boy. It's getting ready to happen.
Yes. And see, the greatest thing that came about from the heavily body product is the spray pen. That in itself, man, everything works together, man. I tell you, you got the spray pen, which gets the word out there. You got the bottles, which refills the spray pen. Then you got the bottles that can be used to go in the burner.
That's it.
The burner is gonna keep them coming back because they pouring into that burner.
Lamp rings. You know, I'm getting ready to get lamp rings too. I think lamp rings.
You get them on a 3-point system. Them 3 things themselves. Them 3 things. You're gonna have residual income.
Oh, you got it.
Like that.
You got it down like a science. Hey, beloved, man, you took me out, man. That's good, man. I didn't think we could get it in there, but you learned a lot about patience today, folks. I'd like to thank you, brother Julian, and we'll talk real soon, huh?
Gotcha.
All right, God bless you and your family now.
You too, bro.
Thank you, beloved. Peace and love. Again, patience is a miracle. When you got it, greater things happen, especially in this fragrance industry. It is bar none one of the greatest industries on the planet, right? We start getting into your lotions and your bubble baths and that stuff. But I want to thank you for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. And I just know that God has definitely got a blessing with your name on it. Now what we want to do is take that blessing and put other people's names on it, right? We want to take that blessing and say, yeah, we got a blessing with your name on it right here. Come and get it. Praise God. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Again, God bless you and your family. Don't forget, April the 19th from 2 to 5. We want you here. God bless you and your family.